So I've had a lot of inquiries about developers from across the world, India, Australia, UK, investment funds, hedge funds, who are looking for plots in Dubai. You've already met Mr. Al Jabri, but today we're going to discuss about prime plots, where to buy, whether you're an individual buyer who wants to build a customized villa, or you're a hedge fund or a developer who wants to invest into prime plots and maybe do a joint venture or construct yourself. So we're going to guide you a bit through that journey. This will be a series of commercial real estate. Salam alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
How are you doing, sir?
I'm good. How are you? It's good to be back.
It is great to have you here. You've become very popular.
Thank you.
You're viral on my Instagram. I think thanks to you, my Instagram.
Thanks to your Instagram, I'm viral. Yeah.
So about prime plots. Can you advise if a person is new to Dubai, he wants to take advantage of the booming market, he's a developer currently in another country, which areas should he be targeting? Now, there are two kinds of, so the Japanese hedge fund that we're speaking to, they want in a prime location, but I have a lot of other developers who are looking for investment opportunities. So we need a bit of a guide on where should we target to invest into plots.
Firstly, it all depends again on their budget itself.
Of course.
Because obviously, like you said, the hedge fund wants prime plots.
Correct.
Prime plots are not going to be, first of all, you cannot get prime plots anymore. I mean, the prime plots are already taken.
Correct.
Hardly you get a few.
But he had a budget of what he started at 200, but now he's gone up to 300 million. You're saying with 300 million, we cannot get a prime plot.
No. I mean, he wants something exclusive. So if you want something exclusive, talk about 400, 450.
And 400, 450 million. Wait, 400 million, you can buy a whole hotel in the Palm and in Marjan Island. So that is another video where I have Rove Hotel in Marjan Island and I have at the Hilton on the Palm in the most, not on the crescent, on the trunk. Access to West Beach, I have something of 420 million for sale. So are you saying the plot is at the same price?
This is a plot basically that's on of Sheikh Zayed Road. And obviously whatever's on Sheikh Zayed Road is exclusive. I wouldn't say prime even. It's a G plus unlimited tower. So obviously it's going to be something of
like the Fairmont, those levels, but
not those levels, probably higher. You're talking about maybe you could go up to 50 to 60 stories.
okay.
So
I was thinking more of let's say an investor. Okay, let's say I love this location, Jumeirah Garden City.
okay.
I love Jumeirah Garden City. It's a location. Why? It's right behind Sheikh Zayed Road, right next to City Walk. Behind Garden City is the beach. There's all that development, La Mer, the peninsula, Rashid Yassin Marina, Dubai. Everything is happening. In fact, further away. Jumeirah Garden City itself is...
I personally
okay.
like Jumeirah Garden City.
I think it's...
I mean, because of what they've done, they've...
Sorry, I did have to say this. I'm so sorry. Yeah, but I was asked not to interrupt you, but I have to say that recently I went to Eden House by H&H.
Oh, yeah.
I was shocked at the rentals.
Yeah.
A 2-bed is going at 280,000 dirhams. 300,000 dirhams. It's.
But the quality.
But I couldn't get parking.
But the quality.
Yes.
I mean, the quality is of literally next level.
Okay, if you could just advise me on now Jumeirah Garden City. We'll take it step by step.
Okay. I believe Eden House is the only tower that's on Jumeirah Garden City.
Ready as of now.
Not ready, but like in the sense, it is a very tall tower.
Now there are so many who
The
are
rest of
coming.
Jumeirah, the rest of Jumeirah Garden Cities have a cap to its
Height?
height. It's I think G plus 8 or G plus 9 or 10,
Correct.
which is maximum.
Correct.
Specific prime plots, let's say for example, like on the main road, could go higher as well.
Okay.
There's just a fee that needs to be paid, a municipal fee that needs to be paid.
Okay.
And then you could actually extend, depending again on the drawings and so on, subject to approval.
Okay.
But Jumeirah Garden City, in my opinion, I'd say is one of the best because literally it's in the center, it's in the city.
Correct.
I mean, if you look at how people know Dubai from the beginning, it was always that first stretch of Sheikh Zayed Road.
Absolutely.
People were driving. First stretch of Sheikh Zayed Road was the most That's Dubai.
So it's basically Satwa, but now Satwa, then they changed the name to Jumeirah Garden City.
Correct. So basically, it runs along parallel to Sheikh Zayed Road.
Correct.
So Sheikh Zayed Road's on the main side, and then obviously there are towers, and then behind it, there's another inner road that's parallel that connects to City Walk as well.
Correct.
And there used to be older buildings there, but basically they've just made a new development, and they've just created these new buildings and plots.
What's the price of a plot? Do you have a G+8?
Yes, I do have a G+8.
And how much would a G+8 be?
I have so many plots, I just need to go through this as well, I have so many plots, to be honest.
Okay, while he goes through, I'll explain something. Now, this is from my very basic knowledge. I will not say that I'm an expert when it comes to construction. We will be onboarding an expert. But when in 2013, I was part of a team who delivered over 25 buildings. Now, we were specifically targeting G+2, G+4, G+8, G+10. Why? We could avoid building that basement because building that basement was an additional construction cost. G+8, the FAR is quite low, so we can build quite quickly. I think we were completing G+8s in like 12 to 18 months time because we were very financially well backed, and so we could complete the construction. It's very quick. But okay, you can tell me now. What's the price?
So it ranges between 7 to 780 per square foot, depending on the plot, depending on the GFA, depending where it's situated.
780 dirham per square foot.
Between 700 to 780 dirhams.
So totally how much the price approximately?
Again, ranging. Let's say, for example, you could have a 35,000 square feet GFA wise.
Okay.
Going for, a 35,000 square feet would be going for 25 million.
Okay.
If you do check, divide that by per square foot, it comes up in between 715, 720, some 770. There's another one that's for 80 million, and it goes up to 770 per square foot.
80
million. Now, why this one goes a little bit higher at the end of that range is because it's a corner plot on the road, on the main road.
Okay.
So
now,
it varies.
Is there a payment plan to it? Or, okay. Is there a construction time frame? Like within this period, you need to complete construction?
Yes, there is a construction time frame. They give you usually a year to
start.
To plan.
Submit the designs.
Submit the designs, architectural designs and everything. And you have 3 years to finish the construction.
But see, 780 dirham per square foot currently, I think in Garden City, they're selling somewhere close to 2,000 dirham per square foot.
Absolutely.
Now, construction cost, how much would that cost you?
Depending. Now, I'm not an expert. I do have a friend who has been in the construction business for the past 45 years.
Okay.
My friend is not that old, but it's his dad's business, and now he's taken over it.
Can we have him on the podcast?
He's definitely going to come on this podcast. I already told him.
Excellent.
He's a bit camera shy, though.
It's all about information.
Yeah, I explained to him, and he's willing to come just so he can break down the figures.
Okay.
He's been in this business for a very long time. He knows everything from in details. He could just literally roughly give you the pricing then and there. As per his calculation, what he told me, depending on the developer's taste for quality.
Okay.
If the developer is into high-end, high quality, it could go obviously up to 500 dirhams per square foot, adding on top.
Okay.
If it is something simple, basic, could even be as little as 270. Yeah, 250, 270 per square foot.
I don't want to mention names, but then some developers that I don't like, that I've hinted in my videos.
They're at the cheaper range.
They are the ones who do the 250 dirham per square foot. And then the nice developers like, let's say, Ellington.
No, Ellington, definitely their quality is good. I like other developers, like in the sense, I like Object One.
Object One
is very good quality. Imtiaz, Iman developers as well.
Very nice.
Very, very, very nice.
These three, Iman, Object One, Imtiaz, these are very strong players in the market, good investment opportunities.
True.
Because they provide quality for the right price.
Right price, good quality, as well as they're not, I don't want to say anything bad about other developers, but they're good with sizing.
Yes.
Their apartments are good. If you get a 1-bedroom, the size is actually good for a 1-bedroom. Spacious for a 1-bedroom.
This brings me to the point. Now, if you're not a developer and you're just looking to ride the wave, there is an opportunity of collaboration. like a joint venture. So if you own the plot, we can negotiate with developers like these to build on your plot in exchange of equity. We can do a joint venture contract. So that's something one of my friends, he's a land bank. What he does is he doesn't work. He just picks up plots and he negotiates with such developers. Again, I don't want to mention names, and exchange of equity. I'm jealous of this guy, but
It's the best option.
The other day he walked into, it's like that, it felt like that Andrew Tate scene, where he walked into Bentley, he bought the brand new Continental GT, cash.
I just actually had a meeting with someone about 2 hours ago, and he was telling me the same thing, that, with all the plots that we have, we could do a joint venture with a lot of developers. It's not just one. There are many of them that are actually willing to do a joint venture.
Correct.
And they will give you equity, depending on whatever you want to do with it. Do you want to sell it in the future when they launch, or whether you want to keep it for rentals, up to you.
Okay.
And it's something that's quite not there out in the market, which is something very good, because it gives a lot of people opportunities.
Did you mention this 80 million plot to that hedge fund? Did you speak to them?
Yes, I did speak to Kevin.
But he felt it was not prime enough?
No, he said, I want something exclusive, not prime.
Exclusive. Okay, and apart from Jumeirah Garden City, what are your thoughts on Dubai Islands, investing in plots? Because I have some people who have plots in Dubai Islands.
I mean, Dubai Islands is not my forte, but I'd say it's a good opportunity as well.
So apart from Jumeirah Garden City, another area I was studying is Dubai Islands. What are your thoughts on Dubai Islands?
I mean, Dubai Islands is a very good project. I mean, again, Nakheel quality is very good. I love Nakheel, to be honest. But I do.
The floor plans are good. The locations are good, but quality is...
The quality? Have you seen the buildings of Nakheel in... what gives you that idea of Nakheel?
Have you seen the Palm Villas?
Wait, you're talking about...
30 years old.
You're talking about 2003 when they announced it.
Still, see, if you go to London, you see the 50-year-old houses as well. It's in pristine. In fact, it gains more value.
Yeah, I know, but
over here, 25 years old means finished. Yeah. Demolish the house, throw the building.
Yeah, exactly. Because over here, our weather is just like London.
Okay, that's true. That is true.
And then don't forget, we're talking about weather. You're talking about a villa on the Palm. Do you know that the seawater, the humidity, the salt has an effect on erosion with the villas or whatever? Over time, not in the beginning.
But then even Jumeirah Park, see, I have this feeling like, I've got two concerns. One is that it takes them a very long time to complete it, like 100%. Like till date, Jumeirah Park doesn't have that security gate access, and it took a very long time. Again, if JVC or Dubai Islands, if you see, they are just a land bank, right? They just sell...
Okay, I mean, in that particular area, JVC, they're the master developer, right?
Correct.
They weren't the actual developers of that. I mean, they didn't develop like their own projects in JVC.
They have the small villa community.
Very few, like the ones in the center. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. But, they don't have... I mean, they're the master developer of JVC.
So I've never found their quality, like even the Marina residences in the Palm. Beautiful floor plans.
Okay. You have to go to Deira. You know the Gold Souk?
Yes.
In the Gold Souk, did you see those new buildings?
No.
There's like these huge new buildings right in front of Gold Souk. You know Shindagatana when you come out?
Yeah.
So you come out on the left side, there are these new buildings.
I've seen the new building. I've never been there.
Okay. Go look at the quality there.
Really good?
Outstanding. Oh, and I was even shocked. I was going there to a friend's apartment, and when we went inside, I was like, I really asked him, I said, you bought this from Nakheel? He said, yeah. I said, okay.
But this is something very, very positive about Dubai. I feel like all the developers have really upped their game when it comes to construction
and
quality.
They rectify their previous mistakes. As we said last time as well, Palm Jebel Ali is going to be a lot better, a lot more organized in compared to Palm Jumeirah.
Dubai Islands, what sort of plot prices are we looking at?
In Dubai Islands, it varies also. For currently, the plots in Dubai Islands, the residential plots, they range between 310 to 350, 340 per square foot.
You can get a plot in Dubai Island for 340.
Yes.
What, G
plus 7 or G plus 6, I believe. Yeah.
So would you prefer a Dubai Islands or a Jumeirah Garden City?
I would. That's a very tough question. I would actually prefer Jumeirah Garden City.
Why?
There are two sides to Dubai. There is Deira and Bur Dubai.
Yeah.
I'm more of a Bur Dubai side. We classed, of Dubai in two areas. The old way of speaking is they say, oh, you're from Bur Dubai or you're from Deira. I'm from Bur Dubai. which means this side of Dubai.
Like, okay, and I understand. Like, you like more the city walk lifestyle than the that Jumeirah side lifestyle. Okay, I get that part. You still didn't talk about the flight path.
I mean, with Dubai Islands, when it comes to flight path, I think that whoever is going to be investing in Dubai Islands should be aware
Of where the
of what is to come when it comes to.
this is something I also discussed with my with everyone, that you should be understand which areas red, and you should probably avoid those plots. Like that
totally
could be a big.
Totally agree. I mean, I think we're going to elaborate more on the flight path in our next video, so just so we can explain to everyone exactly which areas would be best.
I want you to talk about metro also. Like, just say like any area where close to a metro station will be very useful, because Dubai wants to be like a vehicle-free, road-free city. And
I mean, the metro line is like, extending to a lot of places that we're not even close to. And also you have the flying taxis.
yeah.
Flying taxis are going to be, I mean, as far as I know, there are 4 stations
Okay.
that are going to be there.
Okay.
There's going to be Palm Jumeirah, downtown, Dubai Marina, and Sheikh Zayed Road. No, Sheikh Zayed Road. Dubai Marina. Did I say Dubai Marina?
You said Dubai Marina.
Okay, so then I think it is for Dubai Marina, Palm Jumeirah, downtown, and there's a 4th one as well.
Oh, that'll be interesting. That's
So
an interesting angle.
These are going to be the actual stops.
Now, JVC plots. What sort of pricing are we looking at JVC?
JVC, I mean, you could get ranging between 280 to 310.
But those are G plus.
G plus 10, G plus 11. You could get that. You could even get higher as well. But it all depends on, I mean, you could get a plot that's G plus 10, okay? And you could make the purchase. But then if you want to increase on floors, you could actually manage to get an extension. But there is a municipal fee that you need to pay as well.
Now, so if an investor comes with you, okay, let's say I have 30 to 35 million, I want to get into development. Which area would you take him to, or would you recommend him?
Tough question.
Huh?
There's so many, they're so good.
But okay, let's say a budget, 30 to 35 million, which area would you... So many. Okay, we discussed Jumeirah, Garden City, Dubai Islands, JVC. Then what?
Dubai South.
Dubai South? I don't know. It's just so far off.
I have plots in Dubai South, but then the problem is that, again,
But Dubai
it'll
South,
it'll take time to...
But how are the plot prices of Dubai South?
Around 180.
So right now the cheapest plots are in Dubai South?
Yeah.
That is why recently I saw Malik Riaz is going to build an entire city.
The same meeting I was like 2 hours ago when I told you, the same guy said that as well. Malik Riaz is going to build...
Bahria town. And it was huge news for Pakistan, because he's like the MR of like Pakistan, so that was like really... So Dubai South, you can get the cheapest plots at this stage.
Currently, yes.
Okay, that's interesting, because I think for an investor, I think that would make sense as well.
If this investor is willing to wait, literally, ride it out until to the point that the airport is fully operational.
But that's not possible. So this is for someone who wants to build it, have an entire, and then he rents something like that. Because see, ideally an investor angle is what, like we buy the plot, construct at least 20 to 30%, and then sell it out, right? This is the ideal plan. Yeah. Okay, in case a new developer is coming to Dubai, okay, and he wants to just buy the plot, because see, most developers right now, they're not exactly, there's nothing on the plot. Like if I go to some of these sold out projects, like for example, Address Zabil, the other day I had a client from Slovenia. He was like, Zohaib, I don't see any construction happening there. The whole thing is sold out, and this was sold out like 6 months ago. I know it's going to happen. But can't a new developer do that? Like have a plot and just make all the plans, projects, and then sell it? When would he have to sell it?
No, it all depends on the completion. I mean, as a private developer, not the government developer, right?
Not a government developer.
Okay, you're talking about private developers. It all depends. They have to initiate first. They need to start with the foundation at least.
Okay.
They have to make sure that they're liquid with funds.
Okay.
And then they could start selling.
Does the government ask for proof of funds?
100%. No developer can come and just be like, okay, fine. They buy the land straight flat out.
Okay.
And say, I want to start building and start selling. No.
And there's a certain deposit they have to put into the escrow?
100%.
20% of the value?
Yes, correct.
Is it 20% or 25%?
I heard it's 20.
20% of the project value.
Correct.
So first they'll have to make all the project designs, evaluate it, 20% goes, and then probably start construction, and then they'll be in a phase of where they can start selling out the project. And then the project has to be really unique as well. So I think that was my concern with JVC. There's so much of supply over there to actually create a strong marketing plan for it would not be easy. Jumeirah Garden City would be a lot. This is an easier story to tell.
I mean, see, I wouldn't mind JVC because end of the day, when I spoke to a friend of mine who's into, he has his own holiday home company.
Okay.
And he told me that the highest ROIs for short-term rentals come from JVC
Agreed.
and Marina.
Agreed.
So I think it's still a win-win because JVC is still, I feel like JVC is a city in
The city.
you know, it has everything there, everything from A to Z, and it's more like Europeans that are very happy with staying there.
Because of all the dog parks,
Dog parks
it's
and,
very pet friendly,
you know, and
Circle Mall is amazing.
Yeah,
All the schools, there are schools inside JVC and
Absolutely.
everything. You know, okay, but then selling it would be, look at all the competition right now. Selling a product, I think everything sells in Dubai at this stage.
anything sells in Dubai.
So then it all runs down to the client's preference, I guess.
Preferably for me, I would prefer Jumeirah Garden City.
I would too. I mean, I think it's a great location, and I think it's doing really well. The
As long
sales
you
as
just
well.
make something good there. I mean, Iman Developers came up with a nice tower there, project there, which is very, very good.
Okay, Object One as well.
Sorry, I meant Object One. Forgive me for that. Okay. I did go for the briefings, but I just missed out. But it's Object One.
Okay, now one more thing. Plots in Palm Jebel Ali. Okay, now let's suppose a client who wants to make money. He has the option to buy a G+8 in Garden City or Dubai Islands, or should he pick up a plot near the tip of the front, a villa plot, and build a custom villa?
That is a very good idea.
I've seen
an
these
absolute
plots.
idea.
I've seen some plots available.
I mean, all they need to do is just take the plot, get some nice architectural design, make a nice villa.
How much would a plot near the tip of the front be in Palm Jebel Ali?
ranges could go from 40 million to 60 million. Depends.
60?
Yeah, 60.
60, not Palm Jumeirah, Palm Jebel
I'm
Ali.
talking about Palm Jebel Ali, yes. But the 60 million one is actually quite big.
I thought there were garden home plots near the tip, around 15 to 18 million dirhams.
Near the tip or at the tip?
Near the tip. Signature villa plots, how much are they going for? 25,000 square foot
Yeah.
on the tip.
Yes.
Now the construction cost for such a villa, how much would that be, like per square foot, for top construction quality?
I mean, if you spend,
So because this is the kind of product where in football is like David Beckham was looking for a villa around 200 million on the Palm recently.
yeah, definitely you could.
Ambani 600 million, right? So I think 200 to 250 million for a product like this is a fair price.
Correct.
So you think what will be the construction cost for a
I mean, if something you're going to make that's wow, probably I'd go for 650,
dirham per square foot?
600. Yeah.
Exquisite,
Yeah. As in next
top
level.
notch that
Yeah.
like they would buy.
One of a kind.
So I think then I think this is a sort of case study that an investor would need to look to. JVC versus Garden City versus Dubai Islands versus Dubai South versus just a custom villa at the tip of Palm Jebel Ali. What would you choose? Let me know in the comments. What do you think would be the best ideal investment? Our next podcast, we're going to get in a contractor who's had a business for over 40 years in the UAE. Me and Al Jabri are going to go on a little ride where we'll show you all these plots as well and understand your feedback. Yeah, so I think it just rounds about to a case study between, I think the investor themselves have to observe the plot in JVC. We'll check it out ourselves in JVC, in Garden City, in Dubai Islands. And then we look at the tip of the front and build a palace, a customized, exclusive palace, and work on those buyers. So I think this was a very exciting video. I'm excited for the next series of this commercial real estate. Another video that you can expect very soon, like I mentioned between the podcast, I have this hotel for sale in the Palm and in Marjana Island. So we'll be running some numbers on that as well. Thank you for watching. Mohammed Zahid.